You're welcome to My Father Taught Me Series, Volume 2, Series 1, titled I Dare the World of a Better Way to Peace. Dear beloved brethren, you're welcome to Volume 2 of My Father Taught Me Series, as we start with Series 1, titled I Dare the World of a Better Way to Peace. I wish to congratulate us all who have found time to read to the end through WhatsApp the Volume 1 Series 1 to 57, which is quite a lengthy, condensed fundamentals, but foundational words of truth of the Most High, with base reference to the Holy Scriptures of the Holy Bible and through the thick of science, religion, and traditions of men. These were brought to you through the prompting of divine selection of brethren only, like in the Gideon's company stated in the books of Judges, chapter 7, verse 7. And the Most High said unto Gideon, By the 300 men that lapped will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into thine hand, and let all the other people go every man unto his place. Similarly, this was a prelude to the selection worldwide of the messengers of truth concerning the words of the Most High and Christ, known as messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ, MOTOTMHAC, Mototmach, in abbreviation. In wherever location, community, state, or country in the world that we find ourselves, please take note of the abbreviation Mototmach, meaning messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ. All the messages of MFTMS are centered on three pillars: the Most High, Christ the Anointed, and the universe for the selected brethren, MOTOTMHAC, Mototmach, messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ, who freely received and freely read to the end MFTMS Volume 1, Series 1 to 57. I say to you all, in all churches, all denominations, all walks of life, and the whole world, that this end-time words of Christ is our command, as stated in the book of John, chapter 8, verse 31 to 36. Then said Christ to those Jews which believed on him, If ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ. Note, though there is so much reach out to do, even in the many constraints before us in the perverse nation, and unfortunately, the messengers of truth of the Most High available are few. The book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 37 to 38, express this leanness in manpower. Then said he, Christ, unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest, because it is written in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14, And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Beloved brethren, messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ, as a first step of mobilization as stated above, Amazon publisher has one way or the other launched the ebook publication of My Father Taught Me Series Volume 1, Series 1 to 57, included in the 200 book series published by Amazon of MFTMS in its own way. to be preached in all the corners of the earth, according to the words of Christ concerning the gospel outreach. The mission of MFTM's messages are mainly about the commandments of the Most High and preachings of Christ concerning the salvation of the humankind in truth and in spirit, and also messages dealing with religion, science, and traditions of men for a clearer understanding of the way of salvation to save the world. It is based on the concept of the commandments of the Most High and Christ's example of law. Dear beloved brethren, messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ, in order to understand the nature and battle of this vision and mission, it is important we first acquaint ourselves with the fundamentals and foundational messages in My Father Taught Me Series Volume 1, Series 1 to 57, after which it will be easier going through Volume 2, which will be better understood in clearer context. Therefore, reading Volume 1 and the interludes are good foundations for Volume 2. Just like preparing a spiritual foundation to withstand the storm and winds of attacks from the corrupting adversaries, principalities, and powers from the kingdom of darkness. Similar to the allegory stated by the Messiah Christ in Matthew chapter 7, verse 24 to 25. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. MFTMS Volume 1, Series 1 to 57 are very cheaply available as ebook with Amazon all over the world. In fact, there are 200 titles of My Father Taught Me series books published by Amazon worldwide concerning the needful to know of the Most High, Christ, and the universe. They are all available when you click mftmseries.com or Google amazon.com.uk Steve Emmanuel Mojugbe or amazon.com.steve Emmanuel Mojugbe. The above websites will direct you to Amazon. You may perhaps wish to have copies within reach or for keeps in your ebook library, pending the launching of the hardcover books by Amazon as soon as we are set. However, as earlier explained, it is necessary to have gone through the MFTS Volume 1, Series 1 to 57 first, which forms the fundamentals and the foundational background upon which the understanding of subsequent MFTMF series, including Volume 2 series, will be built. This is because without the knowledge of MFTM's Volume 1, Series 1 to 57, it will take the grace of the Most High through the Holy Spirit to open our eyes and hearts to have the full benefits of knowledge and wisdom being impacted in MFTMS. This wisdom includes the words of Christ as captured in the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Therefore, brethren, messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ, who belong to the following groups of all churches, all denominations, all fellowships, all walks of life, all believers, and all that is in the world. And now, here comes My Father Taught Me Series Volume 2, Series 1, titled, I Dare the World on a Better Way to Peace. Yes, I dare the world. They can have a better way to peace than that of a man, recorded as it is written, as it was demonstrated by Christ, who only knew the way to peace on earth and in heaven, the one and only one who overcame the power of the law sin, and death in words and deeds, and preach to the world concerning the righteous articles of peace on earth, peace in our minds, hearts, souls, and ways, is unsurpassable by any account of the living and the dead, as recorded in the book of the true Holy Scriptures of the Bible, which book has survived the battering of the world for over 4,000 years, and the singular triggered events which started in about the past 2,000 years by him, the Christ. Unsurpassable in the spirit of eternal articles of righteous, 8 code of conducts for the world as listed below. Number 1, in truth. Number 2, in love. Number 3, in hope. Number 4, in peace. Number 5, in faith. Number 6, in equity and judgment. Number 7, in wisdom and understanding. Number 8, in power. Here, Christ's preaching on the above 8 articles of righteousness required of man on the earth. Article 1, which is in truth. The book of John, chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Most High in spirit and in truth, for the Most High seeketh such to worship him. Next is Article 2, which is in love. John chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Article 3, in hope. Hope for the hopeless was the summary of all his teachings on earth. That's all Christ's teachings on earth. John 10, verse 10. The thief, the evils of the world, cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. That's what Christ said. Now, Article 4, in peace. John chapter 14, verse 27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Now, Article 5, in faith. According to the book of Matthew chapter 17, verse 20, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Christ's apostle Paul, in about 2,000 years ago, also said this of faith in the book of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Next is Article 6, in equity. Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets, referring to the summary of the commandments of the Most High, including the 10 commandments. Now, Article 7, in wisdom and understanding. This is reflected in the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, according to Christ, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Then this man said to his enemies, who were crucifying him on the stake, according to the book of Luke, chapter 23, verse 34, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. and they parted his raiment and cast lots. The above were fulfillments in practice unto death of what he preached to his disciples. What Christ preached to his disciples. Find also in the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 44 to 45. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. If this sounds foolish, oh dear, I can understand, but check out this. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually designed. They are spiritually designed for messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ. Now, Article 8, in power and judgment. This was further expressed in the book of Matthew chapter 20, verse 25 to 28. Ye know that the princes of the Gentiles exercise power, dominion over them, and they that are great exercise power, authority upon them. But it shall not be so among you, messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ. But whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister, that's your servant. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. Even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. All of the above 8 articles were the prerogative of none other than a man called the Messiah, the Anointed, the Christ, the Prince of Peace, the Light of the world, the Savior of the world. The only one who fulfilled the full commandments of the Most High as a duty in response to the commandments written in the beginning of time, including the testaments in the Spirit, which says in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Now, brethren, messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ, the above 8 articles of faith shall be the binding articles of all messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ. Let us therefore join hands together upon the powers conferred unto us by the most powerful force in the universe, the Most High. Let us say these words to the world daringly, collectively, and individually. I dare the world on a better way to peace than the way of Christ and what it stood for. I dare the world to tell us for facts and truth if there is a better way to live in this dire world than the way of Christ. And in consideration of the 8 articles as given examples of required code of conduct on the earth, I dare the world and ask a question. Why is it not time to retrace our steps and reconcile with our Maker, the Most High? In the course of individual and collective direction, in the righteousness of Christ, in our given free will choices concerning our affairs in this world, in dire need of salvation. I beseech you, beloved brethren, let us think about Christ's examples of the right way to the beautiful eternity spoken of in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9 to 10. But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High hath prepared for them that love him. I bear the word to tell us one challenge of the world that Christ did not address adequately in words and deeds. Tell me, even the greatest fear of mankind, which is death, Christ took on death, our greatest foe, as in words and deeds, in demonstration according to Matthew chapter 10 verse 28. And it says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him, the Most High, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. The above words of Christ are spirit and life to be manifested once spoken by Christ. For example, in the book of Mark chapter 9 verse 31, for he taught his disciples and said unto them, the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of men, and they shall kill him. And after that he is killed, he shall rise the third day. And the above happened later as spoken by Christ. Can you let us understand the import of every word of Christ as described in the book of John chapter 6 verse 63. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Because John chapter 12 verse 49 says, for I have not spoken of myself, but the Father which sent me. He gave me a commandment on what I should say and what I should speak. In the above, if the above is correct, then Christ's words, what he says, are the words of his Father, the Most High. And what is the nature then of the words of his Father, the Most High? Let's check it out. The nature of this word, the ultimate force of the universe, of the Most High, in the book of Isaiah 55, verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So when Christ said that they shall kill him, and he shall rise the third day, he was speaking the words of his Father, our Father, the Most High, the words that must take its course. Yes, Romans chapter 14 verse 9 says, for to this end Christ both died and rose and revived, that he might be the judge both of the dead and living. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 12. Now if Christ be preached that he rose from the dead, how say some among you that there is no resurrection of the dead? Listen to this song, my dear. I dare the world to say that the fear of death is a yoke that the serpent used to hold the world in prison, which yoke have been broken by Christ in the book of Matthew chapter 11 verse 28 to 30. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. According to Psalms 107 verse 16, for he had broken the gates of brass and cut the bars of iron in sunder. O brethren, messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ, not that the issue of the fear of death has been put to rest by Christ, The world has no excuse or reason not to at least find and follow the examples of Christ, and hence find the salvation of Christ, the salvation of his Father, our Father, the Most High. Hence I dare the world to sing this song. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51 to 58. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to the Most High, which giveth us the victory through our Messiah Christ. Therefore, my beloved brethren, messengers of truth of the Most High and Christ, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of our Messiah, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Christ. Once more, I dare the world, if they can ever find anything better in the universe, there is no evidence other than Christ. Remain blessed. My name is Steve Emmanuel Mojugbe, messenger, author, Nigerian, mftmseries.com. Copyrights reserved. Published by Amazon Worldwide. Thank you for listening, and remain blessed once more.